Hello, everybody. We are back to play some Blood Bowl 3 OCC Seeding Tournament Group H, Match Day 6. We will be facing off against a coach by the name of Averygrumpydad. I always read, just my brain, for whatever reason, goes from a very to average Grumpy Dad. And he will be playing as humans by the team name Ravenwing. We have, since our last match, there have been some changes to the team that we have decided to do. Most notably, being that we had the question of, did we want a third reroll or the fourth blitzer? And we have now answered that particular question by getting ourselves the fourth blitzer by the name of Gimlick. We also got rid of one of our linemen by the name of Mikko, because he had suffered a serious injury, and I feel that we're not going to be holding on to him. Tigga, over here, with the minus passing, is also going to be MNG this match, so we will be down to 11 elves. But hopefully that doesn't bite us in the ass too hard. I was considering maybe randoming a skill for Stigger here, but I felt that the chances of him randoming a skill that's not overtly useful, such as, for example, shadowing or sure hands. Well, I mean, sure hands is useful in the short term, sure, but that, we have pit pad for that particular skill already coming up, so he, with sure hands, he would probably, we'd get rid of him soon-ish. But yeah, so we managed to get our fourth blitzer, completing that. There is still the question of, are we at some point going to get ourselves a second witch elf? Maybe, but for now, on the assumption that we don't lose any of these players, we're going to be looking at getting a third reroll for ourselves. As for our opponent in the Ravenwing, this player, Keza, the blitzer with the mighty blow, is the only person in this team that has a skill that was not randomed. So that one was chosen. And while randoming skills can definitely yield results, I'm not so sure about randoming a skill for the thrower to get a pro, randoming a skill and ending up with multiple block on a blitzer. The tackle on the catcher is, in my opinion, okay. Not what you probably want to have in your your first catcher. I would pair that probably, I would want to pair that with wrestle and then strip ball. And I would probably go for wrestle strip ball first, but it's not the worst, and it will potentially get some purchase in this particular game, as I do have 3 players that have dodge on them. So we'll see. We'll see what that is going to get us. So, but yeah, I was cautiously optimistic in my assessment of this particular matchup. He does outstrength me, because he does indeed have an ogre on his team, and obviously he has 3 rerolls, and he doesn't outblock me anymore. In fact, I actually outblock / wrestle him, since I do have a wrestle lineman as well. But one of the reasons why I figured it was important for me to cut the line elf Mikko, even though he only had a serious injury, and we're now down to 11 elves, is this. Because now he only gets 100k in inducements, and I have been undone by a wizard's fireball too often to not be cautious of it. And since he did have a serious injury on him, and I didn't want him to have the chance to hog the MVP or anything. Right, so we won the coin toss, and since we're not massively outbashed here, we're gonna be kicking the ball. Right, so where and how? We're not gonna be deploying too far back, I don't think, because, well, the humans do have movement 7 on their blitzers, so, but we are... How are we gonna do that? Yeah, I think we're just going to... We're just going to have this... Well, I mean, he doesn't have guard on any of his players. That's what I'm thinking, is that, like, if he has guard or, like, has significant strength on his players, then like, this sort of a central position is not what we want to do. But since he doesn't, I think we'll be fine. Where is... So we have Gimlick, Gusia gets to go over there, Gimlick is over there, Ellerest moves over there, and then we have Danton. Danton being another player that will probably at some point attempt to rotate out, at least, but... Yeah, honestly, let's switch you up, and pick back a speed. I think we'll save this as sort of the default defensive formation for this team, and I think we're ready. Looks like perfect conditions, so the weather isn't at least immediately going to screw anybody over. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. So he's got, yeah, about what I expected on what he decided to do. Cheering fans. One of your players with the... So somebody gained the stab skill. The tackle catcher gained the stab skill. Alright, fair enough. I didn't realize that his name was Sir Runs a Lot, but yeah, I mean catcher. Alright. Takes down one of the linemen on the line of scrimmage. Yep, down he goes. Goes for the three die block with the ogre. Easy does it. I wonder if he is going to be fouling, because he also only has 11 players. So, while generally I think human teams do want to foul against elves, I'm not sure he should be taking like, I'm not at all convinced that he should be taking too many fouls, at least on like no skill line elves. But we'll see what he decides to do. Easy enough to pick up the ball, keeping it in the backfield for now, not making any passes. And he doesn't take a blitz. He does not take a blitz. And he keeps his wings in position. Interesting. I wonder... I mean, I assume he wants to tempt me into like opening up my defensive position rather than trying to rush in, and I think he's gonna get what he wants. Now the real question is, how are we doing? He doesn't have frenzy, so we're okay to go over there. We'll put the blitzer over there. He's gonna be doing the blitzing, so I think you get to go over there. You get to go over there. Witch Elf moves over there. And now he's gonna run over there. And here's the blitz. I was definitely contemplating on seeing if I would like bring the assassin over to sort of like try tag his catcher, because you know stabbing the catcher seems like the best use for the assassin, but I decided against that. Try to dodge that one. Easy does it. And then last but not least, can we get RTSD out of there? Yes, we can. Elven dodging agility. Woo. Now let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. He brings his ball carrier to the center. It's fair enough. Now where is he going to try and open a hole, I wonder? And I guess that's the answer, unless he's just marking him. Because, like, how a human team wins against an elf team is by making sniping attacks, hoping to remove an elf or two, as well as forcing the elves, like, generally speaking, marking the elves to force them to roll dice. Because at some point, the elves are gonna roll a 1. And if they don't have, like, built-in rerolls, and he goes after the blodger, and obviously the dodge does nothing, and he gets put down. No armor break, even with mighty blow, so that's fine. He moves into contact, surprisingly. Now, the real interesting question is, where is that ogre going? Because the ogre's strength 5 is going to be the thing that's going to give us some trouble. Some trouble. So he tags just one of the blitzers. Okay. Okay. He's done a good job in the sense that he's made his form like not uniform, and he covered over here well, so that we don't get an easy 2-die on the ogre since we don't have any guard. The real question is, do we even want to take a two die on, like, because the 2-die on the ogre would require us to commit, like, to removing either him or removing him and then getting an assist there, but there's no way we can get an assist on this guy, so the blitz against him would be at best a 1-die. So we could put a guy over there, blitz this guy. If we get a push, then we have like this open for a 2-die on the ogre. And I think that's what we're probably gonna do, because like we get a 2-die over here against this guy anyway. So I think just maintaining this line is probably what we want to do. So we're gonna move you there. Probably should have moved the witch elf rather than the lineman, but that's fine. We'll punch you there. We won't follow that up. Wonderful. Witch elf moves over there. Assassin moves over there. This gives us a 2-die on the ogre. We have block. He does not, so we do take him down. I was hoping for like a defender stumbles rather than that result, but it is what it is. We move this lineman over here, take the 2-die. Ooh, and we need to use a reroll here. Not sure if we needed to use a reroll there, but I would certainly prefer that, I think. Then we're gonna take the 2+ dodge there with the dodge guy. Wonderful. No, we're not gonna try and take a 2-die block there or a 1-die block. I think we'll shift RTSD a little bit over this way in case he pivots, and we'll call that good. Don't like losing the reroll there, but I do feel that like getting that, but like not having the blitzer be next to here was probably the right call to make. Yep, ogre stands up, which is fine. And not fine exactly, but also probably instead of the assassin should have moved RTSD the lineman there so that he doesn't have like the easiest Doesn't have the easiest of hits on an armor 7 guy. Not that he has a great, because like both of these are tagged by the blitzer over here, so he's not. He is just aggressively coming into contact is what he seems to be doing. The only place where I see him getting a 2-die would be against Gusia or would be against Danton herein. So I think that's probably what he's gonna do. He's gonna move the catcher into contact with the blitzer here. I mean, he can get a 2-die on the blitzer here as well. So, but I think what I would do if I was him, I would move the catcher into contact with the blitzer, move the human lineman in contact with the other blitzer, then go for that that blitz with his mighty blow guy. Okay, he comes over there and he goes for a 1-die against the assassin. Okay, fair enough. I mean, again, like that, he is an armor 7 guy, so like targeting him is by no means a bad idea. Okay, and he is essentially just right. So he moved 1 square forward. How do we want to do this? I think we start by punching him in the face. He has been punched in the face successfully. I think we follow that up. This guy is a bit annoying because I don't really trust the witch elf. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Don't really trust the witch elf. But we don't really, like, we do have this wrestle guy that we could go and block him with instead. So how do we want to do this? So let's see. He blocks him, which hopefully allows him to block him. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do, is do that, which allows us to take that 2-die. Wonderful. He goes down over there. Don't follow up. Wait, that doesn't work at all. That didn't work out. Alright. Let's not be dumb about this. So who are we putting next to this blitzer and this lineman to? Yeah, I think it is. No, it's not. It's RTSD. RTSD, who gets to sacrifice himself over there, which then allows us to take a 2-die here. Wonderful. Are we gonna move next to the ball carrier? No, we're not. We're not gonna be moving next to the ball carrier because we can do this. Wonderful. And we can get him next to the ball carrier. So now we have a blodger next to the ball carrier, which is hopefully better. Then if we're doing that, I think how many he needs? Yeah, I think we're just going to rely on the witch elf. Okay, witch elf takes down catcher and KOs him. Okay, I'll take that. Like, absolutely, we'll take that. Removal, always good. Which allows us to move the assassin over there, move the wrestle guy over there, punch the ogre. Thankfully, we have block still. He goes down, nothing else happens. And Mr. Runner, I think, Pitbad, you get to go over there just in case he tries to do like just to sort of hem him in a little bit, because I have a feeling that he might attempt to. Okay, he goes for the blitz on the blitzer with bludge. Yeah, gets a push, so at least he does get his thrower out of there. And then he follows that up. He comes into contact with the blitzer with multiple block. Comes into contact with the lineman. Ogre stands up. It is his 4th turn, so we're halfway through the half. And so far we've managed to contain him to, like, literally just on the line of scrimmage. Granted, like, human, especially, like, with their catchers having movement 8 base, like, and then being able to throw like, pass on a 2+ with, you know, the pass reroll. Ooh, he's handing it off to the catcher. Yeah, I have a feeling that he wants, like, and then he runs the catcher, like, into the protective cocoon of the cage that he's working on. Like, I feel that, like, this is more of a case of, like, okay, I'm probably not going to try to do a throwing play at any point. Therefore, having the ball on the quick guy already, while it's still safe, is probably the way to go. Also, that means that he's got, like, potentially he's got the thrower available, and, like, the thrower has higher AV, higher armor, and he's also got pro, and he's strength 3. Okay, so he goes for the one die block with the human lineman there. Manages to take down RTSD, and that's a badly hurt. Not using the Apo on that, so he counters our removal with a removal of his own. Okay then. Okay then. That is, I mean, obviously would not want him to remove my dudes, but we are, yeah, I think we're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna not follow. We manage a KO on a human lineman. All right. Nope. Nope. We need to do it with this to get a 2 die. Wonderful. Wonderful. And I think we're gonna stay put here. Okay, no armor break, but wrestle guy, go! And that is a POW. And we're definitely following that up. Okay. Did we... Oh, that is a stun. Alright. And that's a very good bounce for us. That is a very nice bounce for us. Right, how... Are we going to take a GFI there? Probably not. I think we're just going to... We're going to bring the runner into contact here. And then... Assassin, can you make a 2+ pickup and run away with the ball? He manages to make a 2+ pickup and he runs away with the ball. Alright. 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 That's good. Now, then we're going to have to... We're going to take that... We're going to take that block. And we're going to follow that block. Alright. No damage, but we do take him down. We get it. That gives us a 2 die over there. Wonderful. Follow that up. Alright. Which gets us a 2 die here. Which is only a push. Which is unfortunate. But we're going to follow that up, which does mean that this lineman has now at least marked this thrower. But we're not gonna end that there, and we're hopefully gonna make. Yep, we managed to make the 2+ dodge, and I think his team is pretty well contained. His team is pretty well contained here. This stun is actually super useful because that means that the Witch Elf is at the moment free. Depending on whether or not the Ogre behaves, And this could be very useful. Yep, he's picking up his guys. He's taking 2 die over there. Which does allow him to free up this lineman. Regardless of whether he follows that up or not. Okay, then, yep, he gets a 2 die over there with the pro thrower. He takes down the blitzer, opens up a path for himself. That's smart. He manages a KO on the blitzer, which is unfortunate, but obviously not critical. We're 2 and 2 for removals. We unfortunately have taken an injury, so he's not coming back, but like it's and I mean he does have, I think he has 2 Bloodwisers, right? I think that was the inducements that he took. Okay. He has block, I do not. So down he goes. And he tries to go for the dodge. Has to burn a reroll for it, but does manage to go for the dodge. Yep. That's good play by him. No armor break on the runner, which is nice. But that is pretty much all of his guys used, aside from the 2 who are prone. Ogre still clamoring for more punching, apparently. And then he's still got this human lineman over here. So yeah, not the worst for me. But did I see that right? He's got 1 Bloodwiser babe, and then he's got 2 cheerleaders. Okay, yep. So he brought up that guy. Good on him. Hopefully with this 2 die block, we're definitely just gonna pick up this runner here, just in case this 2 die block goes awry. Where does this guy want to go? We'll wait on that. 2 die block here. Please take him down. We do take him down. Yeah, I think we're gonna follow that up. We're gonna follow that up, which frees up this blitzer to take that 2 die. Could have done this with the Witch Elf, but again, doing it with a player that has block is just generally way better. I don't think we're gonna risk taking the GFI here, so we're instead gonna just run him here, and then we will have our Witch Elf. Yeah, have our Witch Elf run over there as interference. How much is that? 1. Yeah, I think that's gonna be that, unfortunately. We can get a 1 die here with the wrestle guy, or we can bring this lineman over to get a 2 die, and I think that's what we're gonna do, because hopefully when we hopefully we manage to take him down. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take both down. We have wrestle, so turnover, but no armor roll either, and then that allows. I'm just thinking, because this guy is pretty much the only threat. Yeah, he's not much of a threat, so I think I was thinking of maybe just lining up here, but I think we are going to instead move over here, not take the GFI because it's not necessary. And then with that, this lineman, where does he want to go? I think he just wants to disentangle himself if he can. And he makes a 2+ dodge to get away. Alright. Not the safest, like, by any means. Not the safest. He does not have a block on that guy, but he will get some. Yep, the Mighty Blow block over here is... Yep, he's got the block to... Yep. No armor break. Alright. Does free up... Oh, he didn't do it? Oh, he did it with the multiple block guy. I figured he'd do it with the Mighty Blow guy, but I guess he wants the Mighty Blow guy for the actual blitz. because, you know, more chances of him actually hurting somebody with the guy. So, yep, he takes the 2 die there. Doesn't follow up. Seems reasonable, yep. Picks up the guy on the ground. Probably tries to pick up the ogre now. Goes for the blitz first. I don't think he's gonna team reroll that unless he's feeling really greedy. Because again, like, he does have dodge. Like, he does have dodge and block on him. He acts just fine. I'm very conflicted. I am very conflicted here because I think, like, it's risky. It's risky to do it like this, but I think we're gonna stall another turn. I think we're gonna stall another turn. Yeah, I think this is. And we managed a stun on the guy as well, which is good. Then we take a 2 die block here. Don't manage anything, but just pushing him back, not getting into contact, because he is not really in a position to threaten the assassin either way. And then we have a bunch of elves who are kind of surrounded. But I think, let's see, who are we going to start with? I think we're going to start with Stigger. Just essentially, just move there. Yep, no trouble there. Then we're going to attempt 3+ into a 2+. We do have built-in rerolls for this if it fails, and the easier dodge did fail, but dodge, hooray. Gusia is definitely the least likely to make it out. Let's see if we can get our runner Pitpat out of there and into an annoying spot. So he makes the first one, but doesn't make the second one, and that's fine. We're not gonna spend a reroll on that. All right, we've screened off the assassin pretty well. He's definitely going to get himself, obviously, like a blitz somewhere. Judging by that particular movement, it's gonna be the witch elf that he is going after. Which does mean that he can potentially get next to the bull carrier. Ooh, that's a double skull, re-rolled into just a push. Okay, that doesn't really service him that well on the attempt to get there. I mean, like, this lineman, 4+, 3+ with a team reroll, like, just to get next to the bull carrying assassin. I mean, I've seen worse plays. I've seen worse plays happen. So he is moving into contact, I think, to try and position himself to get some hits on his next turn. And the ogre finally decides to be useless. Yep, he's just moving into contact. I'm surprised he didn't go for it, like, because now I just, like, there's no difficulty for me to just walk it in, I guess. The real question is, are we? I think we are going to we are going to at least make a couple blocks, I think. I think he's going there. And the one block that we definitely want to take is this one, because, you know, armor 7 coming in next to us is nice. Then we're gonna take a 2 die over here. Push him over there. And I think after that, we could take a 2 die either there or there, but we don't have block. Honestly, like, the not having block is fine. Yeah, thank God we had that reroll. But that's enough, I think, playing around. I don't think he was in a great position, even if, like, the reroll failed. I don't think he was in a great position to stop me, but with that reroll being gone, I think we just walk it in. And the assassin scores a touchdown on turn 7, first half, on our defense. And that is the first time I've seen the assassin actually, I've seen the assassin touchdown emote. Alright, so both sides recover all KOs, so he's back to full 11, while I am down to 10. So, with that, he only has the 1 turn left, so we are going to maneuver ourselves. I mean, he does have, like, it's unlikely. It is unlikely. Actually, we'll swap that out. It is unlikely that he can, but he does have the ability. Since he does have that catcher, he definitely has the ability to go for a 1 dice. Well, sorry, not 1 dice, a 1 turner. So this formation is in protection against that possibility. Right, and then we kick off just into the safest place possible. Oh boy, that was really good for him. So we managed to roll timeout, which is, since we were at his turn 8, the timer actually got walked back a turn. So that means that he doesn't need to go for a 1-turner, which he didn't set up for anyway. So, and he rolls a double skull, rerolled into a push. So far, not great block dice at all. I am surprised that he is going for the blocks on the line of scrimmage at this moment, rather than, because, like, now that he has a 2nd turn to go, I expected him to just immediately rush his catchers forward, which he doesn't do. He is just going for the punches. Manages to get him down. Takes another 2 die over there. Manages to take down the wrestle guy. And that's a badly hurt on the wrestle guy. So not appling that either. So we are going to be down to, at best, 9 elves. The ogre goes dum-dum. So he's not getting his 3 die done. He did use his blitz over there. So this elf is safe for now. He managed to pick up. He goes for the pass, which he manages to succeed with, because, well, it's a 2+ into a 3+. And then he runs into the center and is no danger whatsoever of trying to score. So we will... yeah, I think we're just going to attempt to run away here. Might as well take both of the rushes, and we failed the last one, which is fine. He will have no blitz target. Ironically enough, I guess, the fact that we defended against a 1-turn attempt also meant that we had no chance of, in the case that there was that sort of turn back the clock, we had no chance of trying to go for another score of our own. But that's fine. So, second half, we will be receiving. We have 9 elves against his 11 humans. And we've only lost 2 linemen, which is an acceptable. Which is acceptable. Pitpad gets to come down here. He's gone for what I would call a fairly standard setup as his defensive choice. I would probably have put the thrower behind the lineman over there. Same thing over here. I think probably the lineman before the mighty blow guy. But then is the question of what do we do? What do we do on the line of scrimmage ourselves? Like we do, since he is that far back, we can get some decent blocks in there. So who are we putting? I think Gimlick gets to go over there. Telerast gets to go over there. Danton gets to go over there. Have Stigger be over there. You get to go forward. You get to be forward, and then Tupi. Honestly, actually, let's have Andy Davo be more in the center. He's more fragile with AV7 and no block. So I think what we're gonna try and do here is gonna be he punches him. He's gonna stab the ogre just to see what the stab does, like if anything. And we're gonna start with the stab because why not, right? And then we should be able to, like, we should hopefully be able to get a 2-die on the ogre with Gimlick. Right, where are you kicking the ball? And what is the kickoff result? It's cheering fans. An opposition player available for this drive receives -1 movement. Okay, so who got greased? The assassin got greased. Alright. Yeah, stab does not do much against AV10. Alright, with the ball being there, the first thing we definitely want to do is put our witch elf over there, just in case we have an oopsie. Alright. Alright, good start. Punch him down. Alright. Punch him down. We'll follow that up. Oh, alright, alright. Good armor rolls so far, aside from the stab. So that's a stun and that's a KO. I mean, obviously, 0 SPP lineman, but we'll take it. We're moving you over there. I think Stigger, you're gonna go over there, and that's gonna be our blitz target. That mighty blow guy. He is dangerous. We only get a push, which is, I guess, fine. Yeah, I think he's just gonna stand there. 2-die on the ogre. We managed to punt him down. Don't follow up. We have a blitzer. We have a blitzer who's ready to keep him where he is. And then 2+ pickup Pitpad. Can you do it? He could do it. I did, by the way, just realize my error there, I think. I think this is not as well... This is not as well screened as I thought it was. So he can definitely... if he's willing to go for the dodge, he can definitely get an easy blitz on the runner. But, depending on whether or not... depends really a lot on... Like, dump off is such an unusual skill, which the runner comes with as core, right? So, but he instead goes for that. Okay, he takes down a lineman. Not really surprising. No armor break there, but now he has a bigger hole, and now I don't get to dump off because he's not blitzing or blocking the runner directly. So he's going to be marking him. He's probably going to be marking barking the Witch Elf as well. So this will be interesting. I don't know how, like, of all the people, like, he could have just gone to a random line elf or something, but no, it's the assassin who gets minus movement, so now he's, the assassin got better, and now he's just back to being the assassin that he used to be before the Blood Bowl 2020 thing. Right, okay, he moves there. And he moves there. And where does the last of the catchers go, I wonder? Where does the last of the catchers go? The catcher goes next to the line. Okay. I think we just stand up this lineman. But then what? Then what? Are we going to... Like, the thing is that I think, like, instead of trying to, like, free him via blitzing, like, just taking the 2+ dodge when we still have team rerolls is probably the best way to go. And I think that is exactly what we're going to do. And because, like, it is such an important thing to do, we're going to start with that. Make the 2+. No problem. Then we will take a 2 die here. Take down that catcher. That was, I think, the wrong square to put him, potentially. Okay. Okay. We managed to take him down. I think the Blitzer gets to stay where he is. Witch Elf makes the dodge. 2+ dodge, easy peasy. Now, I think Assassin makes the dodge. We get a 2 die here. Wonderful. Taken down. Follow that up. 2 die there. It's a push. And then the rest of these are 1 dices. We do have block here. We do have block, so I think we take this 1 die. Because, like, this lineman getting freed is not the end of the world. We managed to take him down. Sure, I think we'll follow that up. Follow that up, and then this Blitzer. This Blitzer, instead of standing around, is going to try and dodge away. Where is he dodging away to? Over there, maybe? Yep, I think that's what we're gonna try and do. Is this worth a reroll? Is this dodge worth a reroll? No, I don't think so. So that's fine. No armor break. No armor break. He goes for the 2 die. Does get a push, which does mean that human lineman over there, thrower over there, both of them get freed up. He follows up. Yeah, he gets freed up, which means that he can go over there. He can now take a 2 die against Danton. Takes down Danton. Is he going to follow that up, I wonder? Nope, he's staying put. I think that was the correct choice. He moves him there so that he can take an additional 2 die. Okay. Only gets a push. Follows that up. Yep. Then, yep, he moves over there, which means that now he gets a 2 die blitz with the Mighty Blow guy if he wants against either target. I'm going to assume he goes for the Witch Elf. He does indeed go for the Witch Elf. Only manages a push. Pushes her next to the sideline to threaten her with a surf. And then he doesn't do anything, he just keeps him tagged. Okay, in that case, Pitpad gets to run forward. Pitpad gets to run forward. Now. Can we? Yes, we can. Yes, we can indeed. We'll do this, which should mean that we get to shunt this blitzer if we get a push result. That should shunt him into the crowd. We move that there. And I think we take that as the blitz. Alright. And then this blitzer moves over to cover. And now... Yep, push is what we wanted. So he is in the crowd. But it should be noted that the Witch Elf is still definitely not in the clear by any means, especially with this result. And I think we're just gonna follow that up. Move that over there. This Line Elf, I think... I think he wants to go here. Yeah, I think he wants to go there. Alright. And then we have this blitzer. Who goes where exactly? Yeah, I think he just tries to get in the way as much as possible. But we're not taking GFIs, I think. Unfortunately, Pitpad, you have no choice. But don't you worry. If they don't disrupt, you are going to be getting a level up, which means that you'll be promoted, and we'll be heaping more responsibility to you without increasing your pay much. Okay. Moves those two there. Moves him in contact, makes sense. And he's got the ogre and the three musketeers over there. Moves over. Okay. Yep, he gets the push. Oh, she goes into the crowd. Hopefully nothing bad happens. He follows that up. She is only stunned, so nothing bad happens. Same as with the human blitzer who got shunted there. And then he's got two prone players and the ogre. The ogre moves. The ogre makes a GFI to go over there, apparently. He makes a dodge to... Okay. And he picks him up. Okay, then. I mean, we can surf this guy. We absolutely can surf this guy, I think. But before we do that, I think Gimlick moving over there is a necessity. 2P moves over there to cancel out those 2 assists, which means that we get a 2 die over here. Which, thank you and goodbye, Mr. Mighty Blow Bitzer. Into the crowd you go. Nothing bad happens again. We take a 2 die over here. We get a POW, which is wonderful. Follow that up with the Blitzer. That is a KO. Alright. Alright. I mean, he still has a Bloodweiser Babe, so it's not exactly... not exactly going to be decisive, I guess. Which does then mean that we can move the Assassin over there. Haven't yet used the Blitz. We'll take this Blitz over here. Wonderful. Take him down. Push him there. Follow up. And that. We're going to move over there. And Pitpad, I think you are going to run that away. And then we are going to take a 2 die block against the thrower, which is only a push, and we'll stay in place and end that turn. Stigger over there is in danger of getting himself surfed. But he did block with the Ogre, so he's not taking the boat down. So takes down Stigger. Yep, follows that up. No damage. He takes that block. Has to use a team reroll. Defender stumbles. Yay, dodge actually worked in not taking damage there. He still has his blitz. I wonder where he's going to use it. I have a feeling that we're probably going to be scoring with Pitpad next turn. I don't think we're really in a position, like, depending on obviously how the rest of this turn goes, but I don't think we're really in a position to be stalling too much. Yep, that's... Yep. Okay, defender stumbles, but it does make him push. He follows that up for some reason. I assume that he was going to not follow up so that he can go there, which then gives him a 2 die with his lineman over there, and then the catcher can make a dodge. Ooh, 1 die. He did succeed with the pro, and he gets a push. He doesn't follow that up with the thrower. Interesting choices. Takes a 1 die over there. Team reroll into a skull. And his other catcher gets KO'd. Okay. Unless he spends his Apple on it. I have a feeling that he probably isn't going to use his Apple on this. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. Yep. Didn't, because I mean, again, he does have a Bloodweiser Babe. But with that being said, yeah, now, like, with those particular moves that he did, we are definitely going to be able to stall even more. So just run into that corner over there, and then how do we do this? Where do we blitz, etc.? I think we start by punching you. Thank God we have block. That is a stun. Okay. Then we're gonna block there. Take him down. Nope, not gonna follow that up. Alright. Take that 2-die block. Down he goes. Follow that up. No armor break. And Denton goes over there. Tellerast. 2-die blitz. We have what? Do not. Okay. Move you over there, and then you move, and we make the dodge. All right. Yeah, his Mighty Blow Blitzer has not really come online this game. Like he did manage like more permanent removals than I, in the sense that he did get 1 KO and then he's gotten 2 injuries, whereas I have not gotten any injuries so far. But I have also managed to, I believe I got 2 KOs last half, and then now I've gotten 3. So, well, technically one of them wasn't really my doing when the catcher decided to take a 1-die against the bludgeoning blitzer, and then managed to get a skull for his troubles. So not exactly, that doesn't really count. Okay. Yep. Once again next to the sideline. He stands up. Gonna stand up this guy. He is not. He does not. He is not giving me the pleasure of doing that, I guess. Right. Where do we do the blitzing, I think we do the blitzing by doing this, and then you that lineman down. Move over there. Over there. Down over there. Bassin moves over there. And let's see what a foul can get us. It can get us a KO without send-off. With that many removals, and he only has the 1 Bloodweiser. Are we gonna risk maybe getting... No, I don't think we're gonna risk anything because, well, we're gonna have to. Yeah, I think we're gonna reroll that. Oh, fail anyway. But yeah, I don't think, like, I was thinking of maybe risking scoring now and then potentially trying to like dislodge the ball and get a 3rd one in. But like, 1, there's not that much time, and 2, ooh, he rolls a 1 on the Ogre Blitz. Okay. But yeah, with 2 of my 3 linemen, 2 of my 4 linemen gone, like, I'd have to be an actual valuable player on the line of scrimmage, and that is not something I want. Right. Stand up. Can we get a push? Push. We follow that up. Yeah, I think we follow that up. We check one thing. Yep, none of them are in a position. So you go over there. And then we'll put the Dark Elf, the Assassin over here. So we need... Oh, that was... Nope. No, we need the Assassin over there for the... We need the Assassin over, I think. That is... Yeah, that's currently a 1 die. And we need to not put him... We need to put him in the correct spot. Gimlet goes over there. And then Toopy. Okay. Alright, that's better. And then not follow. And then alright, he does not take a turn, and we are simply walking in that Blood Bowls. That score on our turn 16, 2-0. We will still have to. We will, and he gets most of his KOs back. So risking it, risking early score was not worth it then, or would not have been worth it then. So who do we put on the line of scrimmage? Who do we put on the line of scrimmage? Yeah, I think we put Danton in there. And then remember that he has movement 8 on his catchers. And space out accordingly just in case he goes for the 1-turner. And that's the best we can do. But yeah, he has not been blessed with dice so far. Like, block dice in particular. Like, he just, especially the second half, he just got so many pushes. Like, so many pushes. And he, as I said, he didn't really... Like, the Mighty Blow player, like, hasn't really shown in this match, I feel. Facia's ref. Apparently Teleras, our Blitzer, gets sent off. Alright, sure. Alright. Yep, he goes down. He will get his 3-die block with the Ogre. Except that the Ogre is being a bonehead. he uses a team reroll on the bonehead, gets through the loner, and manages to take down the line elf. And manages a removal with it. Why not? Yep. KO. Entirely fine. I mean, I assume he's gonna go for... With no blitz target. He doesn't even go for the vanity pass. Yeah. I have a feeling that my opponent was very frustrated by how that game went. And I can't say that I really blame him for it. Glad to have you in the GG. Good luck with the rest of your season. The Ogre gets the MVP. Smoked gets an MVP without doing much of all, I think. But with that, we got 60k in the treasury. So hopefully if we get a good result next game, we'll be getting our 3rd reroll. And we have Pitpad at 7 SPP, so he gets his level up. I'm not yet 100% on what that's going to be, because like I am genuinely thinking that it's going to be just sure hands. Yeah, sometimes Nuffle just decides that, well, you're not gonna get the dice, and there's not much you can do about it. But yeah. Who do you have next? Do you know at all? But yeah, I think we're gonna go with Sure Hands on Pit Pad. But we'll see about that. But yeah, we're not gonna be doing any replacing or any firings with only 60k in and then if we go to the schedule, we can check who our next opponent is going to be, which I think is I believe we're gonna go down 1. And we're gonna be facing the Teeth of Brass, maybe? Have we? I don't think we've played the Teeth of Brass. Yeah, that's the undead team in the division, and we've been playing pretty much orcs or greenskins. Greenskins and humans exclusively. We did also face off against the other Dark Elves. BB Nut. Yeah, I think that makes sense because maybe. I really wish that we could like just go and see like what the next match day is and the match day after that, but that's not available at the moment in this league format. But yeah, could be BB Nut for you. Could also, I don't think he's faced off against Fisher though. I think it might be that, like, if I understood the sort of graph correctly, like, these guys go down 1 and these guys go up 1, except for the, like, BB Nut who stays where he is. So I think it's gonna be you against Kabusta, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, the, yeah, BB Nut is definitely, like, this, I think the BB Nut versus Kabusta game over here, as they are, I think, both at the top of the, yeah, they're at the top of the rankings here with like, this is the match to watch. And both, like, they are, and unfortunately, I did make BB Nut's game easier for him against Kabusta by MNGing the troll, as well as strength thrusting a black orc, but I assume he had the money to, yeah, he managed to, he got to recover. Yeah, he has a, and I did also seriously injure one of his diving tackle goblins as well to the bargain, so yeah, I think I made it a little too easy for BB Nut, so hopefully the Nuffle decides to balance things out between that top tier clash, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna be a very interesting one. With this victory, we have managed to make ourselves slightly upwards to the mid-table. Unfortunately, we're still definitely out of the getting to championship that we were hoping to do with this team, but I think, who do we have left? So, we have not played the Teeth of Brass, and we haven't played Boozy Bunch, the other Black Orcs. So there's there's those two still to go for us. And, just so much bashing in this division. But, yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had a good time. Good luck to you again. Averygrumpydad. And hope you enjoy your stay, however long it is in OCC. And as I always say, good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Hope you had fun. See you on the next one.